Peace. I was having a conversation with somebody, and they were telling me about how conscious or how deep the music is, and how that's like more for soft people and all this other shit. Yo, let me put this out there right now. Now, I mean, we run around, we talk about police brutality and what we see on TV and why we being downgraded and why people talk down to us and why the world is looking at our culture as, the lower level or the lower tier culture. It's the music that we listening to. It's the music that we playing. It's the music that we're praising, we celebrating. Think about it. We praise people, praise artists for speaking about different ways of killing each other, committing genocide on each other. Like, he can lyrically put it together hot, and now we praising him. We showing so much love. We saying he's the nicest. He's the dopest. He's talking about putting drugs in these areas. He's praising. He's praised. He's the nicest. He's the dopest. But an artist like Talib Kweli or Mos Def or J. Cole or whatever talk about doing powerful things. Like J. Cole went and copped his old crib and put single moms in there. He put the girl through her first year of college and certain shit like that. We call that soft. We call that bullshit, or that's not keeping it real. Yo, we are diminishing and tearing ourselves down without the powers that be help doing shit. So when I'm making music about fathers being real fathers to their kids, or praising women and uplifting like women to look as empowered queens instead of bitches and hoes and video vixens, that shit ain't soft. That shit is the elevation and the inspiration that our culture, our music is supposed to be doing. So think for yourself instead of letting other people think for you. Understand that for every action, there's a reaction. For every decision, there's a conclusion. So the breaking down that we doing towards ourselves, towards the knocking of our women and disrespect towards our women, and the genocide, the selling drugs, the popping the bottles when you really ain't got the money to pop the bottle because you live with your moms, or you live in a basement apartment, or you got a roommate and all this other shit. That shit is knocking you. That shit is knocking us. That shit is knocking our culture. It's knocking our progression. It's knocking our intelligence. That shit is not looking cool. So when you hear that person that is uplifting and actually able to articulate and able to put words together and actually make sense and do better for the community, do better for the generations to come, do better for us as, a culture, and not black culture, just that urban, hip hop, outspoken, rebellious culture that follows what we have to say, or what we like, how we feel. We salute that. We stop knocking that shit is not doing anything but knocking yourself. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you are actually given the ammo for the, for the lower level antics to continue. You are giving ammo and celebration for the bullshit and the police brutality and the high school dropouts and the teenage, damn it, 12, 13-year-old pregnancies. And now all the girls want to be video vixens and Instagram models. Nobody wants to be a leader. Nobody wants to be a mogul. Nobody wants to stand up and speak to the kids. And we are actually the reason why things are going the way they go. So stop looking to knock people that are actually putting out intelligent music and inspirational, and calling them weak. And you should be thinking about them as the strong minds, because those are the minds that we need to keep our voice being able to be spoken. So that's my rant. That's what I think. This is Marvelous Mag. Follow me on Twitter, Marvelous Mag NY. Hashtag the winners. Follow me constantly. These are marvelous messages that I constantly put out. Share them, repost them, let people know if they need to hear these words. All right, I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy it. February, Black History Dilla Month. Praise Dilla forever. Peace.